Well, next race up is the men's 400 medley, the junior final. I've got to just shout out to the gentleman in lane number 3 here. Well, it's Koresh Kodaka of Leeds. And today he's done a heat of 400 medley, a heat of 1500 meters freestyle, and now he's coming back and doing a final of the 400 medley.
Oh, to be 16 again, to be able to do that.
Have you ever heard of a double? I mean, I've heard of doubles, but a 400 medley, 1500 freestyle?
We've seen him quite a lot this week as well on various events. I think he did the 200 freestyle, the 200 fly, so very versatile swimmer in lane 3.
And he's been swimming very well as well. That yellow hat in lane number 3. There he is on the right-hand side of that shot. 1500 freestyle, 400 medley this morning. And he's come back and he's doing another one. Love to know what he had for breakfast. Gracious me. This is the junior final of the men's 400 medley. Fastest seed in lane 4 is Finley Davis from Midlothian. Daniel Jackson of Kirklees in 5. Poulton of Wickham in 6. Kodaka in 3 for Leeds in that yellow hat. So 100 meters butterfly, 100 backstroke, 100 breaststroke, and then 100 meters freestyle. And we've seen the women already. 2 women qualify for that Paris team. I should say officially only one. The winner underneath the time, she will go. That was Freya Colbert, but I can't believe that they won't be taking Katie Shanahan as well.
Yeah, she's definitely put herself in a great position there in front of the selectors, and you know the team's going really well, really strong so far. I spoke to Chris Spice at the end of last night's session, and I think we had 10 automatic qualifiers there. So the team's definitely building up, but yeah, she's in a great position. I think she said she was just off her PB, so I think she has to be fairly happy with that. But she does still have the 200 backstroke coming late this week.
Yeah, it was interesting, wasn't it? Unfortunately, I had on my sheet that it was a lifetime best, so I bigged her up a little bit, but it was still very fast indeed. And the time that Freya Colbert swam, I think, as you said, Molly, I thought second faster than the rest of the world this year, although not everyone has done their trials yet, so there'll be some really quick swims, certainly from people like Summer McIntosh, the young Canadian, who is just outstanding. But this race unfolding with, again, outside lanes. It's almost the inverse spearhead here. The outside lanes going slightly faster than the middle lanes. The middle lanes much better breaststrokers. And right at the top there, when you've got Daniel Ransom of Leeds in lane 1. And Llewellyn Porter in 2. Koresh Kodaka of Leeds in 3. And then over here in 7 and 8, got Cameron Rapson of Birmingham and Oscar Dodds of Sheffield, of Leicester.
Yeah, I find the 400 IM really fascinating. I think it's an event which can chop and change so much every 100, where you kind of see personal strengths coming out over each 100. So for me, whenever I swam 400 IM, I was always so far behind after the backstroke, and I really had to use that breaststroke leg to put myself back in the race. So bit of a split field here at the minute, but I think you'll see as we go into the breaststroke leg, things will change drastically.
Well, it was people like you that I always envied, because my flying back was great, but my breaststroke was shocking, and you just watch these people sailing past as if it's just a walk in the park on the breaststroke leg. Really does separate. This is the leg that separates them. And look at this, right out on the outside. A really good swim from Daniel Ransom, the 16-year-old. Well, his lifetime best, he's set to qualify for this junior final in 4:36. And if he can keep this going, this is a fabulous swim. He's got a good technique on the breaststroke as well here, Molly.
Yeah, he looks great, and I think he had a really strong start in the fly and the backstroke legs, but he looks really relaxed here. He's getting really high out the water, keeping the stroke really long. If he can spot this turn well and get a good underwater, he's in a really good position.
Well, again, interesting. The outside lanes are doing really well at these championships. It is fascinating. Normally it should be lanes 4 and 5 as the fastest 2. They're starting to come back quickly in the centre. In 4 it is Finley Davis of Midlothian. In 5 it's Daniel Jackson, but still going well on the outside right at the top. Dan Ransom of Leeds and Oscar Dodds of Leicester.
Yeah, they're all looking great. You can see the middle lanes coming back slightly now, but out in lane 1, Daniel is looking great still. I think he's still holding on, and if he can have a really strong freestyle leg, I think he can get the win.
Well, really high recovery on that breaststroke. Let's see what his freestyle's like. A massive breath off that wall. He must have been tired after the breaststroke leg. I'm not sure he's the strongest freestyler in the field. The guys in the centre are going to start having a go at him, but he's still looking good at the top there. Right on the outside is Dan Ransom, and he's going very well indeed. Also still closer to us, Oscar Dodds, the 17-year-old Leicester Shark, still going well, but in the centre, talking about Sharks, they're starting to reel them in, and they're hungry guys in the centre. Look at this, the green hat right in the centre. Finley Davis of Midlothian looks really good.
Yeah, the middle lanes are definitely fighting back now. I think Daniel Ransom's definitely starting to hurt, but he's picking up the pace. You can see he's really starting to kick his legs, taking advantage of breathing every two and looking across the pool.
Well, this is fascinating. He's holding on as Dan Ransom. He looks a little bit tired after the breaststroke leg. They're just starting to catch him now. Closest to us, Oscar Dodds of Leicester is going very well indeed, and I think he's going to take it, you know. Lifetime best of 4:30.5. Oh, just outside of his lifetime best. But a super lifetime best up there in lane number 1, Dan Ransom. It was 4:36, and he's just gone 4:30. 8-second lifetime, a 6-second lifetime best on a 400 medley. Dodds wins it, Ransom second, Poulton third from Wickham, Jackson fourth of Kirklees. Wow, look at that, 4:30.7 wins it for Dodds, but Ransom, massive lifetime best in second. Third was Poulton, Jackson fourth, Rapson fifth. Wow.